The culmination of over 3 days of basketball, just minutes away from tipping off. It's the Gold Bracket Championship of the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament as the Jacksonville Fighting Maidens take on the Lady Wildcats out of Rains, Emory Rains, that is. Hello, everybody. Jared Jones, happy to be back with you for the final day of tournament action. Macy Chen concludes just 4 quarters from now. Rains coming into this game with an overall record of 5-1. Haven't played a district contest just yet, but to get to this point, they defeated the Lady Mavs of Marshall in pool play, defeated Central Heights in the quarters, and Brook Hill in the semis just yesterday. For Coach Sheree Schmidt in her 5-0, 1-0 Jacksonville Fighting Maidens, they defeated Southwest Christian in pool play, defeated Central Heights in the quarters, and as well as Brook Hill in the semis. And speaking of the semis, let's take one last look at both of the semifinal games to find out how we got to this point. And almost finishing it, and a huge ripping board brought down by Scott.
That's what she does. She gets the board. No, nice defense there.
Offensive foul is the basketball team. Jazzy and JC Phillips. As his Filson scoop layup's no good. Trying to stop the rebound. She does. Puts down 2 Tatum defenders. As a pass is intercepted from Scott. It's in it for Scott. Kilgore comes up with it, but now it's Hudson on the steal. The lay-in, it's good. And the Eagles are on the board. Away, 2:37 left. Goes up through traffic. Doesn't have a toe tag, though. Does follow her own miss. Rises, counted on the foul, and 1. Phillips to Piles. Piles, quick tick. Kilgore for 3. That's good.
Well, that was the first time that
Filson, head down, straight to the cup, can't get it to go. Scott snatches the rebound, it touches Price last, and no, it doesn't, it's Tatum ball. Filson spins, up and under, fall away, no good. Gets her on rebound, goes back up and finishes for 2. Avs over to Jazzy. Jazzy goes baseline up and under, can't get the layup to fall. Offensive rebound for Thompson, she falls through on the finish.
In foul trouble.
And not even necessarily just to make shots or to score, but just to wreak havoc as Bradley trying to call no foul.
He called no, it's a foul. Well, maybe not even a foul, maybe just a block.
Maybe so, and a charge taken. There's a charge.
That was a charge for sure.
Good. Crowds it back on. Price gets it stolen. Only open break is Thompson. Thompson, 2-on-1 break. The layup, it's good. Good. Rebound Scott. Scott with a great pass to Hooker. It's 2-on-1. Hooker, layup, score, counter on the foul. 2-for-1 possibility here as Hooker looking possibly going to pull up for 3. She does. Follow away. Got it for downtown.
Just like that, Tatum.
To Thompson now. Thompson looking for the screen. Now gets it over to Kilgore. Looking to respond. Got it.
And the foul.
But now it's Scott. Bobble. No, going the other way. Well, there's got to be Kilgore. Kilgore on the drive. Offensive foul. Pass and crash from Bradley. A lot cheaper, too, to get in. On the corner, 3-ball, Thompson. Go!
That's going to quiet the crowd a little bit on the Tatum side.
But it's back going now. Stop for a couple of seconds, but it flipped. Harris on the drive. Rises, fall away. Got it for 2! What a shot. 4-point game. Brought down by Jazzy. And now the tension starting to mount and see him Madad. Bounce pass. Head fake. It's good for 2. 5 seconds. Halton reaches, no foul call though. Filson drives, goes up, got it for 2. No, it's off. As we approach 6.5. JC Phillips now, throw, it's good.
Coach Jeans is trying to put his running their stall right now. The open shot by
Filson knocks it down for 3. Huge 3 from the sophomore. Either of the Phillips sisters on them. I feel like those are really the main 2 that should have been guarding. And the 3-ball. That might be the dagger. Still playing like it's tied 0-0 with 13 seconds left in the fourth, let alone 57-30. Bradley fires her 3. Got it.
Again, we
Left in the second quarter. Now the reset to Boyd. Open three for Butler. Good. 15 seconds of basketball here in this third quarter. They kick it to Williams. Williams through contact. Got it in the foul. Second and one of the game for her. Fuller. Skip pass. Into the basket is Robertson. And the foul. Another and one. Jacksonville's defense will blitz it and take up space under the basket on the lay-in. On the second chance effort is good for Lila Morris. Played multiple games already, 2 apiece. Sidestep firing is good from Savannah Onley. Been getting it in style. Boyd looking in response. She'll let one go. Got it. The world once more. Skip pass into the corner. Great jab and drive through the tough defense, and it's Anderson for 2. With it is Zuza, takes the down screen. Gets downhill through the contact, count it, and the foul. Back to Butler. Butler unable to catch it clean. The swing to Boyd. Boyd, corner 3, got it. 10 for 3. Second free throw is no good. However, Fuller on the offensive board goes up, counted, and 1 in the foul. Miller crosses to the left and eventually gets stood up. Driving baseline is going to be Winnebeth. Driving and 1 again. And 1 number 10 of the game for both teams. Up the floor to Boyd. Boyd, the extra pass to Kaya Cox under the basket. Rolls in. Great full court transition passing by the Maidens. Quick 3 for Zuza. It's good from downtown. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And they'll have to fix the net after. Now over to Boyd. Boyd to Robertson. Bounce pass. Cox will fire. Deep 3. Got it from downtown again. Falling through for Onley, but it's no dice. It's Fuller. 1-on-1. Using her size and strength to muscle her way through the lane for 2. Now a hand up by Fuller, and is going to draw the foul. That's Onley surveying the floor. Sets the screen and rolls. Zuza from downtown again. Back-to-back threes. On the kick of the leg to boot. Sitting at 2 fouls apiece. To Boyd. To return the favor. Got it for 3. 3. Gets it to Zuza. She's already hit 2 straight. Will go down the lane and try to get 2, and she does. Great take there down the lane. They were pretty much selling on the 3-ball section of Jacksonville with 3 minutes. Inside of 3 minutes now. The drive and the finish. Now in their full court press. Kai Cox on the catch and hands it off on the finish and the foul for 2. 32 left to go in the final period. For 3, Winnebus gets the shooter's roll. As much clock as they can. They've done this already before. As Cox will go through the contact and good for 2 more. We be over. If anything, 1 more basket will do just that. The lay-in. There's the dagger. The Maidens, with 7 on the roster, advance to the championship to take on the Wildcats of Rains.
Give it everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Marco's craving hits, it really hits. And with unlimited medium one-topping pizzas for $6.99 each, I can cover tonight's cravings and tomorrow's. Nice. Marco's. Pizza lovers, get it. Feast your eyes on Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Fresh dough made daily, topped with our signature sauce. 3 real cheeses, classic pepperoni, plus crispy cupped Old World pepperoni. Pure pepperoni perfection for just $9.99, but for a limited time only.
Everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits. Everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits. Everything. At Pelche Kia and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Just moments away from tip-off for the championship matchup between the Jacksonville Fighting Maidens and the Lorain's Lady Wildcats. It's for the Macy Shinneberg Gold Bracket title. It's all coming down to this. Now, as we have a brief moment, let's go ahead and introduce our starting lineups. First, for the designated home team, the Jacksonville Lady Maidens. They tried out led by head coach Sheree Schmidt, 5-0 overall, the 1-0 in district play. Their lone district victory coming against White House prior to this tournament. Shakia Anderson at the 1, Kaylee Boyd at the 2, Tia Fuller at the 3, Butler at the 4, and Robertson at the 5 spot, patrolling the middle. Now for the designated visiting team, it's the Lady Wildcats of Emory Reigns, sitting at a record of 5-1, led by head coach Laura Jenkins, with the highest three-point percentage of any team that was in the gold bracket prior to this point, at 40% per contest. Caroline Files will take the 1 spot. J.C. Phillips at the 2, her sister Jazzy at the 3, Cassie Thompson at the 4, and Presley Kilgore, the forever tenacious junior at the 5 spot at 5'8", manning the middle. Those are starting lineups. We're just moments away from tip-off. We'll have that and more when we come back. The championship continues after this.
Give it everything. At Bell Shaky and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
When my Marco's craving hits, it really hits. And with unlimited medium one-topping pizzas for $6.99 each, I can cover tonight's cravings and tomorrow's. Nice. Marco's. Pizza lovers, get it. Feast your eyes on Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Fresh dough made daily, topped with our signature sauce. 3 real cheeses, classic pepperoni, plus crispy cupped Old World pepperoni. Pure pepperoni perfection for just $9.99, but for a limited time only.
Either because we know she can. Seen it yesterday.
Meek on the three-point bucket, no good. Phillips, great laser pass. Layup is good. Cross-court feed.
Shot, you know.
Yeah, last time I checked, 4 is more than 3, and if you get 2 quick buckets every couple of seconds,
exactly.
it's like that over a 3 any day.
Good
on the
move.
drive, Bilson takes the charge. She's got the call. That sounds like a Disney Channel show from when I was younger.
And that's what I say right there. She just proved it. She run the court.
Layup and a great extra pass, and that's what break. Now it's a 4-on-4 and a steal by Cleop. Great job running through, staying with the play to come up with the
We
stop.
got numbers here.
On the layup, and it's swatted away by Jazzy. Lady Wildcat to check in. 27-1. 2 minutes left to go. Pull up 3 on the cross. She's got it from downtown.
5.
As they have to piles now to Jixie. Great feed and an even better finish. Cleop gets to the middle of the floor, weaving through traffic, going up the loop and right into the parking lot. Coast to coast with a pass split for 2 and the foul. Hits a side iron and falls out. 47 seconds left. Great pass, great lead pass to Straisner. Layup and one in the bucket. Count it.
They have
10 seconds left.
And they're looking to score even with 15 seconds left. 3 ball.
Knight for 3. She's got it.
Wow.
Things down now and just taking their time on offense as Scott will fire for 3. She knocks down the trifecta. And that's how we open up our scoring, folks. Harris from deep. Rebound is going to get brought down by Harris. Harris gets it up the floor to Hooker. Hooker's a 3-on-2 break. Sidestep. She'll let another 3 go. She's got it from downtown. She was good. Tries to follow on rebound and does. Has Hooker at the 3-point line. She's going to let it fly with no hesitation from deep for 3. No good. She hit a long 2 earlier. That's Bradley. Great bounce pass to lead Hooker up the floor. Lob is up and it's good.
Unselfish basketball. She had to lay up by herself.
No good. Rebounds collected by Alicia Halton. Halton has a 3-on-2 break, steps back, laser pass to Scott, cross the key, it is good. Win of the opening pool games as Scott rolls across court. Great bounce pass, nutmeg, and a pass to Price.
Again.
A full steal. Bradley will get a steal, though. Now in the middle of the floor, it's a 3-on-2 break, goes through contact, rises, counted, and a foul. That's a lead pass over to Halton. Bradley will try to return the favor from 3, and she does.
She didn't want to make the free throw. She's going to shoot out there from 30 feet. It's amazing.
Left it go, and snatching it away is Harris. Harris lead pass to Halton. Sees Price on the follow-away. Layup is good.
That's great basketball. To the zone real quick.
It's almost like they just talk telepathically. It's a great spin open shot by Macy Loftus for 2. Stout bounce pass is stolen away by Harris again. Harris looking up the floor. It's a great pass to Halton. Up the floor and in for 2 more. Made because they're pretty much in perfect positioning every single time. As this time is there Scott right in the middle of the floor. Counted the bucket on the foul.
Basketball coming up too.
41-12. Tatum is up big. As they get it to Scott, 1-on-1 down low, and a great off. As Hooker fires another 3, back iron no good, rebound Scott. Scott against Neal. Neal's at the better of her, finish through contact on the foul. Someone has extreme height for their division as Bradley with a perfect underhand pass to Hooker. Extra pass to Saunders for 2.
The extra pass.
So plenty. His career shot no good. It's tipped by Williams as Price comes up with the deflection. Great seal by Scott. Layup is good.
Slow offense to get Neal involved.
They play your strengths, can't blame her, and a finish. Great layup by Kimora Johnson for 2. I have to say, some fans might not like it, some viewers or coaches may not like it on the spin, and a heck of a finish by Robertson. It's a rebound collected by Robertson, trying to get it out of the corner, and instead almost turns it over. Starters have been introduced, pleasantries have been had, and we're set for tip-off of the Gold Bracket Championship and the culmination of the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament. Jared Jones, happy to be with you and see him at Dodge Gymnasium on the campus of Pitcher Gorman Catholic in the Rose City of Tyler, Texas. Introduced our starting lineups just moments ago prior to the first break. Reigns is the designated visiting team, and they're all white tops and bottoms, with a royal blue trim around the shorts and shirts, as well as solid blue numerals and lettering. Jacksonville, who wins the opening tip, in their home ball blue tops and bottoms with white numerals and letterings with a thin golden trim and white piping along the tops and bottoms as well. Get to the outside now is going to be Butler. Butler gets it down low under the basket for 2 points is Robertson, and that's how we get our first points of the game, and they go to the Lady Maidens. For listening on ASN Radio, Reigns going from left to right on your respective device. We've played 30 seconds, or just under 30 seconds in this first quarter. J.C. Phillips has her sister Jazzy on the far side corner. Motion 5 out offense being ran. Down screen set by Phillips. They kick it back to J.C. J.C. drives baseline. Up and under. Layup is no good. Rebound is almost brought down by Fuller. Still up a contest. And it's pulled in by Butler. These two teams have met 4 times overall. This is their 4th all-time meeting. Jacksonville leads the head-to-head with 3 wins to 0. Last time they met was back on the 12th of this month. Jacksonville took the 42-36 victory. But the 3 ball is good. It's 5-0. We played a minute into this first quarter. On the dribble drive, looking for space is Piles. Piles finds Jazzy Phillips on the runner from 7 feet out. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Fuller almost had it. Goes through contact. No foul call. Much of the dismay of head coach Laura Jenkins right in front of us at the broadcast table. 6:35 and counting. It's still 5-0. Jacksonville with the early advantage. They get in the center of the floor to Fuller. Fuller kicks. Open shot for Robertson. It's swatted away. Now on the open floor is J.C. Phillips. Left-right dribble. Picks it up and travels, and definitely knew she traveled. They simply gave the ball right back up. 2-2-1 full court trap. Currently being implemented by the Reigns Lady Wildcats. On the far side, it's Fuller. Fuller, yo-yo. Back in the center of the floor to Butler. Butler, great bounce pass to Anderson. Anderson head fakes and no dice, gets it blocked. Anderson gets it back though. They get it to Boyd. Boyd so far in this tournament shooting at 39% from 3. Amongst the top 5 shooters in the overall tournament field. 5:58 and counting. On the downhill drive is Butler. Butler tries to kick it back out. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Wildcats, and it will be Jacksonville possession. That's a quick substitution now. Looks like Ariana Filson, the 5'6" sophomore forward, will be checking in. She'll come in for the junior Caroline Piles. The Reigns team with arguably the most championship pedigree in the entirety of the tournament field. Fell in the state semis last year, and only one player that wasn't on that semifinal roster, and that's senior Emma Knight. As a stolen away into the open floor is Kilgore. Kilgore now slows down, kills her dribble. Now it's currently dead to rights, but not before getting it over to JC. We'll call both the Phillips on a first-name basis just to try to keep them separated. JC gets a stolen away by Anderson. Anderson inserted the starting lineup at game time as Filson takes the charge. Filson has taken a charge in almost every single game for the Lady Wildcats this season, just showing how important she is to this ball club. And get this, folks, she comes off of the bench. Doesn't get much better than that. 5-0, 5:24 and counting left. Phillips barking orders, dribble handoff now to Filson. Filson gets downhill, runners no good. Gets the deflection, tipped, and it's going to be a loose ball foul called under the basket by the underside official. That foul is going to be charged to Filson. That'll be Filson's team first. As now with 5:14. Full court pressure, all 94 feet being implemented here. Swing pass to Butler. Butler to Robertson, who thought she had Fuller in the middle, and now it's Filson against Boyd. Mano y mano. Left hand step no good, just short. Fuller on the board. Substitution pending once again. Robertson fires for three. Side iron, no good. Rebound is corralled. Going back up with it is going to be Fuller. First time, no good. Second time gets swatted away by Jazzy Fuller, who almost got pushed out of bounds in time, but now before getting it to JC. JC on the break. Dump off pass to Kilgore is good, and it's in for two. Kilgore, her first points. Not only that, but the first points for the Lady Wildcats. They finally get on the board with 4.5 left to go in the first period. Jump pass now to Fuller. Fuller cross to Robertson, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Reigns' ball. Checking back in will be Caroline Piles. Instead, won't be coming out for Filson. It's going to be Jazzy Phillips, the 5'7" senior guard slash forward slash Swiss Army knife, coming off for the first time today. 4:29 left to go. 5-2 Jacksonville. Here goes Laura Jenkins barking orders. It's man-to-man defense for the Lady Maidens now. As now driving, getting downhill. The open lane is Phillips. Phillips given too much room on the breakaway along that left side of the key. And she did the rest. Fuller, jump pass to Butler. Butler and Anderson to the corner. She'll fire for three. Well off, a little bit too much on that one. Robertson on the rebound, double team, kicks to Boyd. Boyd, great head fake. Fuller from the elbows, no good. Rebound by Anderson, resets now to Butler to Boyd again. Boyd will fire this time for three. In and out, no good. Fuller on the rebound, rides this back up through the contact and gets walloped and will head to the line to shoot two. That foul on Filson. Second of the quarter. Second on her. And now chances are she's going to be coming out. The Jacksonville team that has the highest free throw percentage of the gold bracket team, shooting 89% as a ball club. As Jazzy Phillips checks out, Phillips checks in. Filson will check out. Two good free throws. Knocked down by Fuller. The horn went off, but the sub was already made. With 3:42 left in the first. Dribble handoff. Over to the open floor is Jazzy. Now kicks to Kilgore. Kilgore far side to JC. Takes the Kilgore screen. Gets downhill, but eventually gets caught up by Hepside thanks to Anderson. Dead ball now for Piles. Piles serving the floor. Kick out to Phillips once more. 3:24 and counting at 7-4 Reigns. 7-4 Jacksonville. That's Kilgore. Great cut in the open lane, and a travel violation is called. The possession will go back to Jacksonville. This game, of course, for the Tournament Gold Bracket Championship. We'll have the trophy ceremony during the postgame. Drop off to Anderson, and she'll draw the foul. That foul is going to be charged against Presley Kilgore. That's the junior's first and the team's third of the quarter. Now this time, handing the line is going to be Anderson, who was initially left off of the starting lineup but got the nod prior to tip-off as she misses her first free throw. That's the first free throw she's missed all tournament long. Second free throw, front iron also no good. Rebounded by JC. JC screaming up the floor, lay-in is good, coast to coast. Phillips was pretty much untouched on her way to the bucket. And now it's a 1-point lead. 6-7. Fuller turns the corner and draws the blocking foul. That's going to be Kilgore's second. Fourth foul for the Lady Wildcats is now. Substitution checks in is going to be Madison Muchakimba, who will check in for the first time today. As Kilgore will sub out. They inbound now to Fuller from under the basket. Crossover to the left, goes through, can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound by Muchakimba, and now the break continues. Phillips trots over to the center of the floor. Kick to the right side to Jazzy. Now top of the key is Piles. Piles, that's a great down screen, gets Jazzy open. A little bit of a shove, but no foul call though. Rebound is brought down by Butler with 2:20 left. Two teams with plenty of history. Layup from Fuller's no good. She gets her own rebound though. Goes back up, and it's going to be a foul on Jazzy Phillips. As we'll take another look, because many Reigns fans were showing their dismay. Let's see if we look at the offensive board, the rise, and a lot of contact there. That's a foul call against Jazzy. It's her first. First free throw from Fuller is good. Is now Fuller taking her time. Steps up to the free throw line. Fires. Can't get the shooter's roll. It's bobbled, and now it's eventually hauled in by Reigns. Big concern is Piles wasn't able to fully maintain possession. Far side is Kesley Thompson. First time we've seen her really get anything in this contest, and she steals it away. Up to Jazzy. Pull up, fires for three. Nobody home. Jazzy tries to get the rebound, does, but it's out of bounds. Thought she might have hit it out of the hand of Butler in time. But the officials see it otherwise. One thing to know, Jacksonville only has 7 players rostered. As the lay-in is good, coast to coast. And it's in by Butler. They're having to go against this not only state title caliber Reigns team, pretty much returning that entire roster, but they have plenty of depth to pretty much press any team all the livelong day. 1:17 left. Fire three from Thompson. Got it from downtown. The Lady Wildcats were 0 for 3 from downtown. Now they're 1 for 4. Fuller kicks to the corner. Robertson to respond. No good. Rebound by Muchakimba is tied up. Possession arrow will be going in favor of the Lady Wildcats as we have our first jump ball of the game. Inside of a minute, 55 seconds left in this fast-moving first. Neither team has really been able to get an advantage. Biggest lead we've had so far was 6. Is now stepping back. Phillips spinning as JC rising. Contact is good. Coach Jenkins absolutely frazzled. A lot of contact there, but no call, no harm, no foul, I guess. 30 seconds left. And it's fair to say Reigns probably has a bit of a home court advantage here. A lot of blue, white, and gray right in front of us here at Gorman. 22 seconds left. Skip pass is hauled in by Anderson. Anderson drives, can't get it to go. Fuller on the response, kicks off the glass for 2. And now Reigns back down 1. 10 seconds left. Time for maybe one more full possession. Let's see what they got. Jacy drives over to Jazzy. 4 seconds. 3. Jazzy can't get the first shot. Rebound is right down. It's out of bounds. Loose ball foul, though. It's going to be called against Piles. That's Piles first. And that will send Jacksonville to the line, with that being their 5th foul of the quarter. So with 0.7 seconds left, they'll have free throws. As now Fuller will head on the line again. She's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. The only player on this Jacksonville roster who's ever gone 0 for in a contest as well. And she knocks down the first. Second free throw is good. Plank off of the back iron. 1 second left, and Reigns will just simply hold it and dribble it out. That's the end of the first. Championship Saturday continues after this. Reigns up 14-11 in the Macy Chen Memorial Final. At the conclusion of the first quarter, as we head to the second, 8 more minutes are already up on the clock, and we are set to go. Both teams trading punches early. Jacksonville has used their fantastic free throw shooting that's really carried them through this tournament. Has really helped them out on the offensive end, especially down the stretch, to take their current lead of 14-11. As both of these teams once again have a good amount of history. This meeting is the 4th time these two teams have ever faced off. Jacksonville leads the head-to-head with 3 wins. Last time they met was, just about 11 or so days ago, back on the 12th of this month. The Lady Maidens took the win by a score of 42-36. It'll be a Reigns possession. It'll be Jacksonville possession coming out of the break. The arrow will be pointing towards Reigns. And now with it is Fuller. Fuller guarded by Jacy Phillips. That's been a pretty fantastic matchup to watch in the early going of this contest. Now back over to Fuller. Jacy jabbing at her. They get it on the downhill drive to Anderson. Now to Robertson. Robertson gets to the free throw line, kills her dribble, now reset to Boyd. Boyd gets spun, looking, gets it deflected, and a steal is made by Kilgore. Kilgore leading the break. It's 3-on-3, up and under, it's good for Thompson. Her first point of the game. Thompson with the first basket. And what a big chance to get it here in a championship game. Dribble drive for Anderson. Anderson skips to Robertson. Robertson stutter steps, pulls up. Anderson jabs in the corner. Kills her dribble. Immediately pressed by Kilgore. Ball goes out of bounds. And a travel violation is called. Reigns basketball. One thing to know, Filson is back in with 2 fouls, as well as Presley Kilgore. The only 2 Lady Wildcats in foul trouble. Outside of that, Files has a foul and Jazzy has a foul. A minute has elapsed in this second quarter. 7 minutes remain in this first half of play. Speaking of the half, we'll speak with Fisher Foreman head coach Bernard Anderson, the gracious host of this tournament, get his thoughts on the way the weekend has gone. As Filson will take her first 3 of the game, and back iron and good. Filson gives Reigns a 2-point lead. Second time they've taken the lead, and it's ironically the second time they've taken the 3 ball to take that lead. Robertson down low. Help side, Fuller on the lay-in. A foul is called. That one's going to be on Jazzy, and that's her second as well. So now that it makes 3 Lady Wildcats with 2 or more fouls. It's Filson with 2, Jazzy with 2, and Presley Kilgore with 2. First foul in the quarter. As Fuller will head to the line again. First free throw is good. As you might have heard a fan last time she got to the line saying verbatim, 5 can shoot free throws, stop fouling her. Well, I say to you, random fan, you are correct. And a team that's shooting 89% from the line and ties it up with a free throw there. We hit 6.5. JC, handoff to Filson. Filson, skip past to Jazzy. Sutter step to the left with a left-hand dribble. Looking for the cut. Great cut by Thompson. Thompson, an even better pass to Kilgore. Kilgore, short corner, wrap-around bounce pass. Intended for Filson. Filson might have got wrapped, but instead it'll be a lay-in opportunity that is missed by Kilgore. Rebound gets brought down by Butler. Butler slows things down. Skip to the right to Boyd. Now they reset to go around the horn. Fuller, skip to Boyd. Worked to Butler, had a little bit of trouble corralling it there. Little 2 out, 1 in, high-low is on the drive. Offensive foul. Second offensive foul taken by the Lady Wildcats today as we take another look. And yep, that's picture perfect, ladies and gentlemen. First foul against Butler. First of the quarter. 5:40 left in the first half. 4 flat look now. As JC cuts through, Filson on the V cut, takes the basketball back, rejects the ball screen, goes through, rises up, and will draw the foul. That foul is going to be charged to Shakaya Anderson. Anderson, the 5'4" senior guard. Also plays a little bit of small forward. We'll probably see her play a little bit more 3 or the pseudo 4 spot today. First free throw from Filson is good. Once again, just to further preach the pedigree, at least the state pedigree of this Lady Wildcat team, as Filson gets the shooter draw on the second and makes it a 2-point lead. Only one player that is currently rostered for this Reigns team wasn't on that state semifinal team last year, and that's Emma Knight, who's already almost 6 foot tall as a senior and fits right in like a glove with this Reigns rotation. As it's going to be a blocking foul. Hopefully it's on the floor as it was a jump pass out of a shot. That foul is going to be against Jazzy Phillips. That's her third. So now chances are she's going to have to sit for a minute as Caroline Piles, the 5'8" junior guard / forward, she's going to be playing small forward now. We'll check in. She has a foul of her own. Jacksonville to inbound. They get it to Fuller on the cut. Fuller now resets it to Butler up the top of the key. Guarded by Filson. That's a heck of a matchup for you if you're guarded by Filson. Boyd, corner 3. Can't get the shooter's roll, though. Robertson, offensive rebound, rises up through contact. Got it for 2 when we're tied at 18. Because everything is cracked up to be. This is why championships are so great. 99.9 times out of 100, you're going to get the 2 best teams. And these are arguably been the 2 best teams in the field. Driving now is Filson. Filson, great spin. Layup. She can't get it to fall. Tried to corral it after the Robertson rebound. But Robertson seals it away. We're still knotted up at 18. .430 left to go. Anderson drives with the right hand. Runner on the right side. No good. Robertson comes up with it again. Bounce pass looking for Boyd. It's still in her possession. Ball gets tied up. We'll jump it, and it will go to the Lady Wildcats. As arrow flips, possession flips with it. 4:18 in the second now. Both teams sitting at 2 fouls apiece in this quarter. With it is JC. JC, and then a dribble, steps back, fires long. Mid-ranger, nothing but netting on that one, folks. Good for 2. 4 minutes left. After the Phillips basket gives us lead change number 5. Anderson, bounce pass, it's stolen away by JC. Almost fell, but still stays up with it. JC now on the reset. Kills the dribble. Now at the top of the key is Kilgore. Swing to Filson. Filson has already hit 1 today. Can't get number 2, though. Rebound brought down by Fuller. Has to save it, but does keep it in bounds. They get it back to her. Run along the far sideline, along the Bishop Gorman Catholic School. Block finding Christen along the sideline, and a foul is called. As thankfully we have an opportunity to take another look to see. As I don't know. Question is, did she get the feet set before a contact was made? And no, it doesn't look like she was entirely stationary. That's foul number 3 on Kilgore. Foul number 2. Foul number 3, excuse me, for the period. Driving now. Kick. Filson looked like she took a passing crash charge. However, no whistle. It will go out of bounds, and Raines will take the basketball back. Now with it is JC. And head coach Laura Jenkins. Filson jabs, drives, and a reach foul is almost immediately called after the first dribble. As that's going to be called against Butler. That'll be her second, team third of the quarter. Plenty of players on foul trouble. It's Butler and Anderson for Jacksonville with 2. Filson has 2. Jazzy has 3, and Kilgore has 3. Filson has it. Now dribbles back out. Guarded by Robertson. As Filson with the quickness advantage rises and gets fouled ahead of the line. As now that's also called against Butler. That's 2 quick ones on her. Her 3rd personal, 4th on the team. As Filson heads to the line for the 3rd time today. First free throw, rattles back iron and good. Now 21-18. With 2:54 left to go, second free throw was also good. Double digit, well, dual possession, 2 possession contest now. Raines looking to continue their momentum. Jacksonville looking to stop the run. With it is Fuller trying to battle this zone. It's a 3 for Butler. Back iron high. Rebound is pointed. Rising. You can't get it to go. It stopped right on the back of the hoop. And simply fell over to the left. With it is Thompson. Thompson kick. Open for Kilgore. Nobody home. Great box on the rebound by Butler. Butler fending off Thompson. Almost an over the back call there. Open 3. It's Anderson. Well off once again. We've only seen 2 threes in this game. Both were hit by Raines, so no team has really been able to get anything going from behind the 3-point line. As we hit 2 minutes, 2 minutos remaining in this first half. Once again at the half, we'll speak to the coach who was winning at the break, and we'll also speak with Bishop Gorman girls basketball head coach. Now the host of this weekend's tournament, Brian Anderson. It's a turnover from Phillips. As now Coach Jenkins pleading her case with the official, but I don't think he wants to hear too much of it. Minute 43 left in the second quarter. Lady Wildcat bench wanting a travel. It's down on the dribble drive. It's Anderson. Anderson kicks to Fuller, is deflected by JC, but can't come up with the steal though. Spin cycle, however, forgot to put him in the dryer. Minute and a half left to go. They'll keep possession. On the handoff is Boyd. Boyd back over to Butler. Butler center of the floor. Filson wanted a charge, however, it's going to be an air ball. Miss, corralled by Much Agimba on the board. Minute 16 and counting. 22-18 our score. Swing to the left side to Kilgore. Excuse me, that's Osornio, Tatum Osornio, who checked in just moments ago. They get a lot past to Filson, who sets back, resets, open 3, high arcing, rainbow, it's good for 3. Coach Jenkins is absolutely stunned. Wanted her to take her time, possibly waste some more clock, but guess what? 3 points is better than 0, my friends. 45 seconds left to go. It's 25-18. Into the corner. They get it down low to Robertson. Back to Boyd to respond. Another rainbow 3. Short. Clicking off the side of the backboard as well. 34 seconds left. It's 25-18. And now we could possibly see maybe the final possession. No, not 100% sure. Whether it is JC. On the quarter cut is Filson. Takes the Phillips screen. Runner with the right hand. A little bit of contact there. It's saved, and it goes out of bounds well behind the Jacksonville bench. And now the Maidens will have prime real estate to get one more good possession out of it. As Janisha Gray will check in, as well as Annie Pucciotto will check in for Filson for the final 19.1 seconds. With it is Fuller after taking the inbound pass from Boyd. Possibly the final possession of this first half. The screen to fade. Out of Boyd. Robertson down low, 4 seconds. 3, it's blocked. Robertson trying to save it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Raines, and they'll say it's Jacksonville ball under the basket. Much to the dismay, once again, of the Raines Wildcat fans who traveled this way. Into the corner. It's Gray. Wide open. Sidearm no good, and that's how we'll end the half. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout to prepare for the winning coach. Well, for the currently a head coach. All that and more in the half. Back after this, 25-18 from the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament Final. Presented by Spartan Exterior.
Everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Coach Schmidt at the half. Head coach of the Jacksonville Maidens. Currently down 25-18. Coach Schmidt, thank you for being with us and joining us. Right now, honestly, the free throws have really been the main thing. You lead the tournament in free throw shooting at 89%. How often do you work on free throws in practice? You can kind of ballpark it.
Every day. That's during the period and during practice. We work on them like twice during the period. There's 2 segments, and then we do it 3 times during practice. So we work on free throws, and I just hope and pray that they're on free throw wise because it helps keep us in the game. And I always tell them that it can make or break a game. Free throws can.
I mean, really, that's been one way you've closed teams out, especially in big-time blowouts, to get them past that 40-point threshold to run the clock and get you more rest because you knock down free throws.
Yes.
And even in this game, you're knocking them down as well. But the main thing, I guess, you could really say is just the pure speed.
Yes.
Both teams are the fast-moving game, and that's been your bread and butter, at least just ripping and running with teams all tournament long. And Raines was running with you. So what's it going to take? What's that extra step if you want to pull out this game?
We just need an energy buzz, an energy bug, somebody with some energy. And I think we're about to get that here in a second. So we're missing that part of it. You know, I know what we can do, but like I tell them, I can't play the game for you. You know, you got to get out there and you got to do it. You got to just trust yourself. And so I think the energy is what we're lacking.
I mean, I think you can. Maybe if you get a jersey and sneak it, you might be able to play.
Oh, no. Yeah, seen that happen before. It did not work out in the end. So no, sir. As bad as I would want to. Yeah.
Well, Coach, take this final 5 minutes to speak with your team. Thanks for taking a second to speak with us at the half. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Once again, thank you to Coach Schmidt for speaking with us at the break. 25-18, back in 3 minutes as we'll try to get head coach Bernard Anderson right here in the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament Final on the Antler Sports Network.
Everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
Once again at halftime, of the Macy Center Memorial Tournament. It's a championship game, the culmination of the whole darn thing. Reigns up 25-18 as both teams are in the locker room having their talks. And with us courtside is Bishop Gorman girls head basketball coach Bernard Anderson and our gracious host for the past 3 days. Coach, it's almost over. Do you feel a little bit of relief?
Well, I always love watching basketball, especially the girls' side. You know how hard the girls play and how much passion they play with, but I am for sure ready for everything to be over with so I can get some rest.
In the past 3 days, if you could kind of ballpark it, how much sleep have you had?
About 5 hours a day.
5 hours a day?
You know, I try to get here early to make sure everything is set up. You know, when you're hosting things, you want to. My mom always told me, if name is on it, you want to make sure it's right. So get here early, make sure everything's good, the floor is clean, and all the teams have everything they need. So, you know, it's worth it.
Now let's talk about your Lady Crew, at least for a brief moment. How was the game that you played, whether that be a win or a loss, no matter what part of the bracket it's in, how have those games helped you as you get ready for a pretty grueling district season to defend your district title?
Yeah, you know, just like last year, you know, you want to play some tough competition to, you know, get you prepared and ready. You know, so I think that's what we've seen. We've seen a very tough Reigns team, and we played Grace, and we ended up playing Bay Area. So just a few teams that's, you know, they have championship mentality and have been far in the playoffs. And I think those things is going to help us in the long run to get our girls prepared. So when district come around, we'll let them know that we've seen everything. So, you know, it's time to buckle down and get ready for the season.
Now, finally, Coach, I mean, this has been pretty much everyone's circled game. The championship doesn't get better than this, and it's been a great game against the two teams that have met a couple of times, specifically met around, let's say, 11 or so days ago, both Reigns and Jacksonville. Who do you see as the early favorite, at least we had in the locker room? What are you expecting in this final 2 quarters?
It's tough to say. For sure, if Reigns can continue to defend like they're doing in man, they're switching things up, they're moving on offense, getting the shots that they want, they'll have a great chance of winning. But also if Jacksonville can, you know, find a way to finish those post shots and hit those open threes, you know, it could be a very interesting game in the long run.
Now, finally, Coach, what's been your favorite thing in the hospitality room? It's been a lot that's been looped around day by day. So do you have a favorite or just some of everything?
You know, I don't want to be biased, but my wife and mother-in-law, they made some great dishes and desserts they're pretty good, but everybody's food was awesome. We had a lot of different things from, you know, different parts of the world. So it's been pretty good. I think we have the best in East Texas.
Well, it's hard to dispute that. Coach, great tournament so far. Only 2 more quarters, and sleep is yours, my friend.
Can't wait.
Once again, thank you to Coach Anderson for speaking with us. Final minute, second half's coming up after this.
Everything at Pelche Key and Tyler.
Second half has begun from Tyler. Jacksonville opens up with possession. Rebound is brought down by Filson. One of the main stories, of course, foul trouble for both of these ball clubs. Filson has 2. Jazzy Phillips has 3. Presley Kilgore also has 3. For Jacksonville, Butler has 3. That's a layup and an easy finish by Kenzie Thompson. And that's how we'll open the second half as Reigns draws first blood. 7:27 as we play just over 30 seconds. With it is Fuller on the maiden second possession of the half. After falling empty the first go-round. With it is Robertson getting downhill. The ball sails and all taken back court. And yes, it was not deflected, so it will be possession that goes to Reigns. Kaya Cox is back onto the floor, was questionable prior to tip-off. Originally didn't start. It was Zakaya Anderson, the senior, who got the starting nod, but now Kaya seems to be cleared and is currently on the floor. A much-needed jolt to the Jacksonville offense, who even though they were down, 5 lead changes in the first 2 quarters. And a very consistent Jacksonville free throw shooting team. Once again, shooting 89%. As the runner is no good from Piles. Piles tied up with Robertson. Jump ball. Arrow is going towards the Lady Wildcats, so it'll stay here. Coach Schmidt and these maidens have won every game of the season so far by at least 10 or more as the ball is tied up. Possession will go to Jacksonville as we have our second jump ball in about, let's say, 25 seconds. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. With it is Fuller. Right in front of us here is Coach Laura Jenkins, the state semifinalist last season. Swing to Anderson now. No, that's Butler, excuse me. Now hand off to Boyd. Cox drives, goes up, and is blocked. No, it's going to be a foul called on Piles. That'll be the first of the quarter for Raines, second on her personally. And make that Raines Lady Wildcat number 2 with 2 or more fouls. As Kaya Cox will head to the charity stripe for the first time. First shot is good. To get to this championship, Coach Smith and the Maidens had to defeat Southwest Christian and the Lady Eagles in pool play. Defeated Central Heights at the quarterfinals and the Lady Guard of Brook Hill in the semis. Second free throw. Rattles in and good. 27-20. Jacksonville hasn't had this one in their 2-possession game since midway through the second quarter. JC gets it tip, open 3. It is good from downtown for Piles. That lead brings things back to double digits. As notably, Jazzy Phillips will possibly come into the game by this next dead ball as Fuller gets her on rebound and will rise up for 2. As this could be trouble, and yes it is, that's Piles' third, second of the quarter. As that was Phillips, Kilgore, and Piles all with 3 fouls apiece.
I see you.
Now with 6:03 left to go in the third, the question might not be who has more points at the end of the game. It's what team probably has the least amount of fouls.
Deep breath, you're good.
And something was on the basketball. Officials able to help get it off. And very small gym here on the campus of BG, but as we know, it can be a very raucous atmosphere. As Fuller misses her first free throw of the game. As now, instead, it looks like it's going to be Presley Kilgore, who has 3 fouls, who will check out. Jazzy Phillips, who has 3 fouls, will check in. Fuller taking her time at the line. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Robertson. Power dribble. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Fuller skies through. Ties it back up with Filson. And it will be Raines basketball. So I guess a little poetic justice, but in basketball form. 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. 10-point Raines lead. Largest lead that either team has had today. Now with it is Jazzy. This rising layup and a travel violation it's called. 5th turnover of the game, and the Lady Wildcat fans not happy at all letting the officials have it. With it is Fuller. Once again, this is the largest lead any ball club has had. As Kai Cox head fakes on the dribble drive baseline, faking through, spins. It has Robertson in the corner now. Going up, layup. It's no good from Butler. Rebound is brought down by Piles. It almost goes out of bounds, and it eventually does. And it'll be Raines basketball after a little wild goose chase for the basketball along the baseline. That's 5:16 left to go. As Phils will now inbound. Notably, J.C. Phillips is getting face guarded by Boyd. Was guarded well across on the other side of the timeline. Speaking of J.C., she has it now. Wraps around at the top of the key. Now one dribble to the right. Hand off to Filson. Filson turns the corner. Open 3 for Thompson. Nobody home on the nothing but oxygen one there. Kaya Cox on the board. Going the other way. 4:50 left to go in the third. Cox, head fakes, drives, rises, a lot of contact, no foul though. Robertson on the board and looks like we'll have another jump ball. That's 5 jump balls already in this one. The record for most jump balls in a tournament game so far has been 13. Just about halfway there. I thought Butler was going to try to fire off a long three, and she killed her dribble pretty early. But here's Robertson who gets double teamed. Butler goes up and under. Is going to be a shooting foul called. Now the question is on who? If both players in the vicinity has 2 or 3 fouls, that's going to be on Filson. That'll be her third.
I got help. I got it. Talk to her.
Because now that makes 4 players wearing a range uniform with 3 fouls. It's Filson, Piles, Jazzy, as well as Kilgore, who has 3 fouls apiece. First free throw. It's good from Butler. Now brings things back within single digits. And a quick substitution now was Madison Muchagimba will check back in. 4:37 left. Checking out will be Piles. As now at this point, everyone's in so much foul trouble, you kind of just have to play a good old-fashioned game of Russian roulette. Second free throw is good from Butler. Now an 8-point Reigns lead. As we approach and cross 4.5. Filson on the dribble, handoff, turns to corner again, rises, a lot of contact there, but no foul. Let's take another look here and see. As Filson turning the corner, does she get more hand or ball? That's a lot of contact there. Honestly thought it was going to be a foul call. Well, 4:24 left. The kick to Filson in the corner, who goes up. No good. Not getting the shooter's roll. Rebound by Fuller, who looks behind her. Drives, engages, follows through. Offensive foul. Charge number 3 of the game for Reigns. There's now substitution as Presley Kilgore will check back in. With 4:13 left, Filson will check out once again. The sophomore, standing at 5'6", plays a little bit of forward, a little bit of guard, a little bit of everything. Sits at 3 fouls on her person. J.C. Phillips has it. 4 minutes. Looking to shake and bake. Breaks the 5 count, thankfully, as Boyd has been on her like white on her eyes pretty much all game long. Turn of the quarter is Jazzy. Jazzy bumps through, engages contact. Much again, but tries to get it to J.C., but it's stolen away by Kaya Cox. Cox the other way. 3:47. Hot step. Lay in. It's good. A quick 6-0 run for Jacksonville. Jazzy for 3 to stop it. No good. Easy rebound for Thompson. She'll pull for 3. Got it. 3:26 left to go. It's 33-24. Reigns expanding their lead with a much-needed 3 ball. Looking for room is Butler. Butler gets it to Robertson. Jump pass to Cox. She spins, head fakes, turns to Robertson. Robertson guarded by J.C. Phillips. Bumps now gets double teamed, skips it through and will rise up and head to the line to shoot 2. That's foul number 1 on J.C. Phillips, though. I guess you can say that's the main line at the end of the total. At least one of the Phillips sisters isn't in bad foul trouble. With 3:04 left to go in the third. Markesia Robertson, the 5'6" senior forward, head of the line for the first time. First free throw was good. Team fouls. 4 for Reigns, 1 for Jacksonville. And she goes perfect on this trip to the line as Jacksonville will take their first time out of the contest. First time out that any team has really called. And we'll take one with them. Back in 1 minute. 3:04 left to go in the third quarter. It's 33-26 Reigns. Back after this.
everything. At Pell Shaky and Tyler, we're tough, never quit.
3:04 left to go on the third. Reigns up 33-26 after Jacksonville takes their first time out. Reigns with the possession now. 2:55 left. As with it is Kilgore, gets his dribble handoff over to J.C. Phillips. Gives to her sister Jazzy. Far side to Muchagemba. Half spin. Now goes back the other way, back to Kilgore. Good old-fashioned motion offense being ran by the Lady Wildcats. It doesn't get more simple than this with 2:35 and rolling. Jason now sets back, guarded by Fuller this time. It's not going to be Boyd. Boyd right now is currently guarding Muchagemba. Now the switch. It's a deflection by Kaya Cox. However, that only gives a numbers game temporarily. Jesse Phillips can't do anything with that numbers advantage, though. Now 2:20. The possession has a left to 15-second mark as Muchagemba tried to go for the V, cut on the spin, try to go back door, but instead it's snuffed out, and they'll reset. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Kick to the corner to JC. JC drives, short corner jumper, no good. Long possession, wasted a lot of clock, but sadly didn't result in any points. Rebound brought down by Robertson. Robertson gets it over to Fuller inside of 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutos remaining in quarter number 3. Reigns with a foul count, 4-1. 33-26 our score. Platoon swap, well, not a platoon swap, just a couple of substitutions. They're going to check in for Reigns. Clock still rolling, minute 40 now. On the drive is Kaya Cox, and she can't get the shooters rolled though. Jazzy Phillips on the break now. Has numbers. It's a 4-on-3 dump off, and it's Kilgore on the two-point shot. Minute and a half now. Jacksonville running. Even without numbers, both of these teams very high pace. Kaya Cox will take her first 3 of the game. Sidearm, no good. Fuller on the offensive board. We'll get it back to her. No good. Great defense by Jazzy Phillips there. Phillips looking up the floor. Doesn't have a baseball pass. We've seen her make almost all tournament long. Should be a pretty good backup quarterback for the Reigns Wildcats football team. That's spinning through and getting peeled is Muchagemba. With it is Robertson. Robertson, 2-on-2. No charge needed though. Euro steps no good. Krauser on rebound. Still has it. Power dribble. Rises up. Gets the foul and will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be charged to Kenzie Thompson. That'll be her first, team 5th, and that will have Jacksonville shooting the rest of this quarter. With 56.3 seconds left. Robertson heads to the line for the second time. She's a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. First free throw doesn't get the shooters rolling. It will fall out. Files will check back in. Osornio will also check back in. So far, the bench for the Lady Wildcats has been about, let's say, 8 or 9 deep. As Robertson sets, winds, and fires. No good. Strong rebound by J.C. Phillips. Phillips now across to the timeline. Reigns going from left to right on your device if you're listening on ASN Radio. Now was guarded by Butler. J.C. drives, running layups, no good. Rebound is snatched by Fuller. Fuller, it's 4-on-1. We'll take a pull-up. Smart idea and gets it to go for 2. Had pretty much all of Reigns County guarding her and waiting her at the cup and still decided to take it for herself. But a smart decision to halt, stop and pop for 2. Corner. Thompson, back iron. Robertson on a strong rebound. Now gets it to Boyd. 13 seconds left. Up the floor to Butler. Now over to Boyd. 10 seconds left. To Fuller. Fuller turns. Runner. A lot of contact. No good, though. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Double dribble is called as she tried to set up for the half-court heave. But instead, we'll turn it over. And now with 3.2 seconds left, they'll have to go the length of the court. No, they won't. They shouldn't, at least. It should be right on the sideline. And it will be. They'll check it out right in front of the scores table. They get it to Butler. 1 second. Rising and won't get the call. 1 more quarter remains. 35-28 as we head to the final period. 8 more minutes to decide who will take home the championship. We'll find out who wins it in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network, ASN Radio, and AntlerSN.com. fourth of the Gold Bracket Championship of the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament. Championship Saturday. Doesn't get better than this, folks. Jared Jones, happy to have you aboard here on the campus of Bishop Gorman High School. 35-28 reigns over Jacksonville. As you see the Lady Maidens coming out of the huddle. The biggest lead they've had to face prior to this point was a Lady Wildcat lead of 10 back in the earlier portions of the third. As we see Coach Laura Jenkins right in front of us checking the scores table. We are set to go once again. Filson will inbound to begin the fourth. As Raines has all 5 of their timeouts. Jacksonville is the only team that's called a timeout. 7:53 left, and Filson to get the quarter going will miss it here. Rebound brought down by Robertson. Boyd speeding across the floor, across the timeline now. Has Robertson. Robertson back to Boyd. Boyd will fire. Rainbow 3. Nobody home. It will go out of bounds, and it will be possession Raines. With 7:36 left to go in the fourth. Phillips has it across the BG logo and varsity block font in the center of the floor. Now it's Kilgore. Goes out of bounds. No one touched it, though, so it will be Jacksonville possession once again. It's now 7:27. Remains of the final game of the final day of the 20th anniversary of the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament. If you go to our YouTube page, you'll see a full playlist with every single broadcast, condensed games, and more as Fuller goes down the lane for 2. And now it's a 2-possession contest. They have brought down a 10-point lead in around 4 minutes of game time. Stutter step from Piles, turning is Filson. Filson, Euro, tried to get the contact there. However, it won't. Does get the offensive rebound. Open 3 for Kilgore. Side iron, no good. 6:50 left to go. What a little razzle-dazzle to get free. Well, now we'll skip into the half court. It's Fuller after Jazzy Phillips bites. Butler drives, gets to the free throw line, hop step, and it's good. Great bucket. And guess what, folks? It's a 3-point game with 6.5 left. Almost out of bounds. It's saved. No, it's into the hands of Kaya Cox. Jacksonville with an opportunity to possibly tie it. As now it's Fuller. Fuller skip pass, one-handed snag, rising up, can't get it. On the follow-through is going to be Butler. Try number 3 is good. Counted on the foul. As we take another look, see 2 missed rebounds, and yep, there it is. We take another look and slow things down. We can go to the specific point of contact. And yep, smack right there on the elbow. As now it's a 1-point game, and it looks like Coach Jenkins and company has had enough. She calls her first time out. It'll be a 30. We'll take a 30 with her. 6:13 left to go in the fourth. Jacksonville back into this thing on the Antler Sports Network.
Everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
6:13 left in the fourth for the Gold Bracket Championship, 20th rendition of the Macy Chen Memorial Tournament. This goes Jenkins of the Raines Lady Wildcats calling timeout. Fuller's and 1 free throw is no good. So Jacksonville will have to settle, at least for now, with being down 1 as we approach 6 minutes. Side across the court is going to be Thompson. Thompson has hit a 3 tonight already, and a running and drawing the foul. It's Butler. Excuse me, that was Kaya Cox who just skived through. Gets her first foul and the first of the period. As Caroline Piles will head to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Files, first shot is good. Making things a 2-point game. Second shot rattles in and is good. 3-point game once again. Fuller had an and one back the other way prior to that timeout. As Butler steps back, looks, gets it to Kaya Cox. Stutter step, posts up Jazzy Phillips, can't get it to go. Robertson does so, and counter to the foul again. Two trips down the floor, 2 and 1s, both coming off of an offensive rebound. As now at one point, the Maidens, who were staring down the barrel of a 10-point deficit with 5 minutes left in the third, now is a free throw away for tying this thing for the first time since really the couple earlier moments of the first quarter. With 5:49 left in the fourth. Spin of the ball. Free throw. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Filson. The team that led all gold bracket teams in free throws this entire tournament has now gone cold, stone cold from the charity stripe. Piles, spins, looking, pivots, lifts up that pivot foot though. With 5:33 left to go. As an official telling Coach Jenkins that the pivot foot did change. As we will, I'll tell you what, I'll stay out of this one with 5:20 left to go. Withers Butler on the step back though, now step out and reset. Now Jacksonville with a chance to take their first lead since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. It's tipped, stolen away. Well, possession is Thompson. Thompson has J.C. Phillips with a great lead pass. It's a little bit too much mustard on it though. It will go out of bounds and Jacksonville will have possession again. Now 5:06 left to go in the fourth. Reigns in a 2-3 zone. And honestly, it might not kill him too much as Jacksonville really hasn't been as potent from three as they typically are. As Cox will drive, shot no good. Rebound Jazzy Phillips. Ball is on the ground. It gets picked up by Filson and draws the foul. It's going to be Robertson that'll get charged. First personal, second team. 4:47 left. And counting in this final quarter of the championship game. Filson, great screen. J.C. Phillips gets the wrist. He parted for two. 4:34 left. It's 39-36 Reigns. In the corner to Boyd. Boyd gets double teamed. Cox drives to Robertson. Kick to the corner to Butler. Butler skies through, tries to go around. Nobody home. As is Jazzy Phillips on the board. It's stolen by Butler. As Butler rises, knocks over Filson, rises back up and draws the foul. That foul is going to be called against Piles. That's her fourth. That makes it 4 fouls on Piles. Filson has 3. Phillips has 3. Jazzy Phillips, that is. And Kilgore has 3. As it looks like Kilgore will check in now. First free throw from Butler is good. As a player with 4 fouls checks out, a player with 3 fouls checks in. Now 4:14 left. Second free throw is good. We are back to a 1-point game. For the third time this quarter, it's been a 1-point game. 4:07 and counting. Jason goes down the lane, half the dribble handout, but eventually rejects it. Looking, dumps off to Filson, who gets it stolen away, whether it is Robertson. Robertson to Fuller. It's 3-on-1. She's already scored in a 4-on-1 situation. Spins right into a brick wall, and Robertson will draw the foul, trying to tie up the ball. As that's 2 on her. Third of the quarter. Here's J.C. Phillips now. Once again now guarded by Boyd. Hand off to her sister, older sister Jazzy. Spin and finger roll, no good. Goes out of bounds. I believe it was last touch Reigns, and yes, it was last touch Lady Wildcats. The Maidens will get possession back with 3:41 left to go. Can't stress this enough how fast both of these teams have played. These are easily the two fastest paced teams in this tournament, and it's only fitting that they meet in the championship for all the marbles. Well, speaking of the championship, we'll have the trophy presentation at the conclusion of this one. We'll also speak with the winning coach. They get it to Robertson. Robertson, pound dribble, gets bumped. With it is Filson. Filson out of bounds. Kaya Cox did a great job cutting it off. Some thought it was a foul. Honestly, I'm about 50-50 on it. With 3:22 left to go, Jacksonville with a chance to take their first lead since the 5-minute mark of the first. 3 ball. In and out, no good. Rebound by Filson. Filson, great lead pass. Thompson has it, one-on-one, and way up for 2. As we'll halt, Reigns will take a timeout, and we'll take it with him. This is championship basketball in its finest, folks. 3:06 left to go on the 4th. Back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network and ASN Radio. Fourth quarter of the Gold Bracket Championship. 41-38, Reigns with a lead. Jacksonville has pretty much been a thorn of the paw, I guess you could say the paw of the Lady Wildcats this entire game. At one point, Reigns had them up 10 as they fought back now. Now with it, it's Butler. Butler drives and will draw the foul. That's 4 on the quarter. Second foul is called against J.C. Phillips. Thankfully, she's not in too much foul trouble, but still a lot of basketball left to be played. 4th foul for the Lady Wildcats in this one. That's their final foul to give. Jacksonville has one more foul to give in their back pocket. As Butler's first free throw, no good. And in terms of on paper, the strongest aspect of this Jacksonville maiden team, their free throw shooting has really been their biggest setback. Second free throw, rainbow, it's good. It's a 2-point game now. J.C. Phillips right along the center of the floor. Guarded by Boyd again. Boyd has had a tough matchup, but she's been there for the call all game long. Phillips skies through, can't get it to go. That's hits it out of the hand of Boyd. However, it will be Reigns' ball. 2:42 left. Cross screen is set. It's a seal handoff for JC. Follow a jumper short. Rebound by Robertson. Robertson hands it to Fuller. Fuller launches it up the floor to Boyd. Now top of the key. Kaya Cox on the hesitation dribble. Butler head fake, steps back, looking. Cox spin, dump off pass is deflected and stolen away by Kilgore. With 2:15 left. J.C. Phillips now taking her time. Goes through, layup is good. Her patience has been a virtue as the main ball handler of this Wildcat team. Butler drives, layup, no good. The drive spell continuing. Robertson gets it swatted away by Thompson as Thompson controls the board. Seems like the well has just been dry for Jacksonville in this 4th quarter with 1:42, and that's a foul that'll be called on the floor against the Maidens. Foul is going to be charged against Robertson. That's 3 fouls against her. All of them have been garnered in this 4th quarter. And now both teams, one free throw away from sending the other to the line for the rest of this final period. Cross screen is set, however, no one open immediately. Instead, they just get a V cut to Thompson. Thompson back over to J.C. Phillips now. The sure hand. As they space the floor. Looking for the handoff. They try to hand off to Filson, but it gets bobbled and stolen away. Boyd tried to get it to Fuller, but it's snatched up. Filson across the lane. Open layup. No good. Follows her on board. Gets it swatted by Robertson. Kick out. Kilgore for 3. No good. Rebound under the basket is made by Piles, and it will be a sweep foul, loose ball foul called under the basket. Called against Butler, and that's Butler's fourth. That foul. Fifth of the quarter for Jacksonville, and now for the last minute and 15. Reigns will head to the line on every single foul, except an offensive foul. As Piles is 1 for 2 from the line today. Make it 2 for 3. As Jazzy Phillips checks back in. Notably, she has 3 fouls. As Filson checks out. If it was up to me, she would definitely receive an all-tournament nod. Even though she's come off the bench, she's been about as good as almost every other starter to put on another uniform. As Piles gets the second free throw to go. As now that makes it 45-39. Ball sails out of bounds. It was last touched and almost out of bounds by Reigns. But Phillips saves it. Skip pass is out of bounds.
Hey, let's go, D up! Hey, D up, let's go!
45-39 with a 1:01 left to go in the fourth. As Jacksonville calls a timeout. They'll have 3 remaining, and we'll take it with them. It's a full timeout. 1:01 left to go in the final period here in the Macy Chen Tournament Classic Championship.
Everything. At Pelche Key and Tyler, we're tough, never quits.
1:01 left to go in the final period. It's 45-39 Reigns. And it looks like we're going to take another timeout. As goes Jenkins. Just didn't think we gave our sponsors enough of a time to have a quick message. It looks like it's going to be a 30 timeout. We'll take it. We'll try this again, folks. Back in 30 seconds. Lady Wildcats have 2 timeouts to go with 1:01 left in the final period. Also, notably, Lady Wildcats are in the bonus the rest of the way after drawing the 5th foul. And the Macy Chen Tournament 20th Anniversary Championship. With it is Butler. Butler gets downhill. Runner, no good through the contact. There's now full court press being implemented, but it gets broken. And now the numbers advantage temporarily, whether it is J.C. Phillips. Chances are she's going to try to hold this thing and try to draw a foul as she'll run things out. Jacksonville still hasn't fouled yet, and Fuller finally does. That's Fuller's first. As J.C. Phillips will head to the line. And you have to think at least one free throw here, we're going to put a nail in this thing. Jacksonville does have 3 timeouts. First free throw is no good. Notably, one of those timeouts can be used to advance the basketball. Second free throw is no good. 30 seconds left. They need a three, and they need it quickly. Still needing a three. They get it to Robertson. They haven't shot a three yet. 22 seconds left. Valuable time ticking away now as Robertson kills her dribble. They get it over to Butler, who Euro has the layup. It's a 4-point game with 13 seconds left. Still haven't fouled. Ball is still live. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, gets deflected, and that's going to do it. Thompson, 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1, and that is how things will conclude. The Lady Wildcats survive, almost giving up a 10-point lead to finish the job and win gold. Reigns 45, Jacksonville 41. We'll have the trophy presentation and more on the postgame back after this in 3 minutes on the Antler Sports Network and ASN Radio.
Robertson. And now for the second place team for the gold bracket, Jacksonville Fighting Macy. Please give up for our second place, Jacksonville Fighting Macy. Now, alternate, Ariana Mills. Number 10, Macy. And now, for your champions for the gold bracket, Reigns Lady Wildcats.
Football game took forever.
everything. At Pelshey and Tyler, we're tough, never quit.
Here in the post game, it's finally all over. The winning coach. Congratulations, Coach Jenkins and your Reigns Lady Wildcats on a fantastic win. It's finally done. All the driving, all the waiting, all the playing, sitting around for hours. You can finally get some sleep.
Yes.
How does that feel?
We're just glad that you can now get some sleep.
No.
You've been here for a really long time, so these girls are a great group of girls, and their parents are a great group.
We thank you again.
It's a tough game. Hey, Jacksonville's a tough team. Probably fun for you to watch.
It was indeed fun to watch.
A little hard on that sideline,
but Coach, it's a culmination of not only getting this team more and more acclimated against bigger teams, against stronger teams, against faster teams, but it's also a little bit of a boogeyman that you got off your back. This is the first time. This game was the fourth time you met, and they beat you 3 times. Now you finally got them. So how does it feel to not only win a championship, but against a team that's had your number the past couple of times?
I think that what we want to do here is, it's kind of like a district matchup. You know, in district play, you see people multiple times. And so really, the sideline stuff that the coaches do, yes, it's important, but just fun to see teenage girls get out there and just play hard, good, tough defense. Both of these teams put pressure on the referees multiple times. And so I'm just glad that a lot of their play was able to be seen from many people. They were tested tonight, and just glad that we came out on top.
Now, finally, Coach, after games and tournaments like this, it's typical to, stop at a Dairy Queen or a Chicken Express, get a box and a bottle of water, and go home. You're going home with a gold, so is that going to award anything special? Do you have anything planned, or what do you have?
No, yes, we are really grateful to win this, but we've got a lot of other goals to meet, so we are going to go eat. And then we're going to get home and get some rest. Rest up on Sunday. We've got a Monday game in Gilmer and a Tuesday game in Martins Mills. So we got some work still to do.
So you go from Jacksonville to Martins Mills in about a week. Isn't that just swell?
Yeah.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you and your team for the rest of the season, and congratulations.
Thank you for doing this. And is it true you're going to be in Tenaha?
Yes, we will. From the 26th to the 28th, we'll be there.
We'll be there on the 26th. I'll get you a Christmas gift.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. From the Antler Sports Network to you.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you for all the people that watch, and thank you to you for doing this. I hope you get some rest. You saw lots of basketball games today.
I will try, but it's fair to say I don't want to hear a whistle for a good minute.
I agree. Yeah. All right, thanks.
Thanks to Coach Jenkins for speaking with us. That'll wrap it up. Everything's over. 3 days of basketball has finally concluded. The 20th anniversary of the Macy Shedivert Tournament and all their broadcasts here the past couple of days is brought to you by Spartan Exteriors, official roofing company of the Antler Sports Network and ASN Radio. Final congratulations to the Lady Wildcats of Reigns for taking home the gold, defeating the Lady Maidens of Jacksonville by a final score of 45-41. For Coach Matthew Bright, for Noah Raditz, our Director of Data and Analytics, and our statistician for the past couple of days, for Justin Jackson, our Executive Producer back in our Houston ASN studios, pushing all the right buttons behind the scenes, and the rest of our fantastic Antler Sports Network crew. This is Jared Jones saying so long from BG. Once again, Reigns taking home the gold, defeating Jacksonville 45-41. Next week on ASN2 is playoff football. Texas Wesleyan against a to-be-determined team. Be sure to go online to antlersn.com/CFB for updates, details, and broadcast links and more. Until next Saturday, farewell, everybody.